Welcome to Senior Health Smart, your daily dose for better health.
Why morning habits matter more than you think. I want to start by sharing something I believe with all my heart. As we age, we don't just need more care, we need more clarity. And if there's one thing I wish every senior in America understood better, it's this. The first few hours of your day can quietly shape the fate of your heart and brain. Every day, without warning, and most people do not even realize it's happening. I am here because I want to spread positive values and proactive thinking, especially for older adults. It matters. You matter. Your heart deserves more than reactionary care. It deserves protection starting from the moment you open your eyes in the morning. Because believe it or not, some of the most innocent seeming morning routines may be placing strain on your cardiovascular and cognitive systems in ways that only show up when it's too late. Let's begin with the simple truth. After age 60, the body changes in dramatic ways. Arteries become less flexible. Blood flow slows. Your blood pressure may rise unpredictably. And the brain, which depends on a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients, becomes more sensitive to interruptions in circulation. In those first few minutes of the day, your body goes through a rapid shift. It moves from a restful horizontal state to standing upright and active. And how you handle this transition can either help your heart or quietly hurt it. Now, let me ask you something. What's the first thing you do after waking up? Do you leap out of bed and head straight to the kitchen? Do you grab your phone and start scrolling? Do you go straight into your chores or errands? These habits feel harmless, but they may be setting you up for fatigue, dizziness, or worse, a heart event, or mini stroke you never saw coming. In fact, cardiologists and neurologists have found strong evidence that certain common morning routines can increase the risk of vascular stress, irregular heart rhythm, and even cognitive decline over time. And because they are routine, because they are part of your daily script, you likely overlook them. That is what makes them dangerous. Over the next 3 sections, I will walk you through some of the most common habits that quietly sabotage your heart and brain health in the morning. You will learn why they are risky, how they affect your circulation and cognitive clarity, and most importantly, what to do instead. Because knowledge is not just power, it is prevention. And prevention is the smartest medicine we have. So let us begin this journey together to give your heart and brain the morning protection they truly deserve. Mistake jumping out of bed too fast. You might think it is no big deal to go from sleeping to standing in seconds. But for older adults, this habit can trigger a dangerous physiological response known as orthostatic hypotension. That is a sudden drop in blood pressure that happens when you stand up too quickly. And the consequences are more than just a little dizziness. For some, it can lead to fainting. For others, it can set off a cascade of heart stress, reduce blood flow to the brain, and even silent strokes. Your body, after a full night of lying down, needs time to regulate blood flow and pressure. Your heart and arteries have adapted to a horizontal position for hours. When you stand abruptly, gravity pulls blood downward. If your heart and blood vessels cannot respond quickly enough, your brain does not get the oxygen it needs. And in seniors, that recovery is often slower than in younger people. Now, let me tell you a story. A patient of mine, a 72-year-old gentleman, came in after he had fainted one morning in the bathroom. He had no prior history of heart disease, but he would get out of bed every day and rush straight to the sink. He said he often felt lightheaded, but thought it was just part of getting older. What we found was that his blood pressure was dipping sharply within seconds of standing. With some simple changes, sitting on the edge of the bed, first doing light breathing and slowly rising, we saw the major improvement. This habit is common, but it's not harmless. The morning surge in heart rate and blood pressure is a known trigger for cardiovascular events. In fact, heart attacks are most likely to happen between 6 a.m. and noon. One of the reasons is this abrupt cardiovascular stress during the early hours. So here is what I recommend. When you wake up, give yourself 2 to 3 minutes. Sit up. Breathe deeply. Stretch your arms and legs gently while still seated. Let your circulation catch up. This is not wasted time, it is protective time. Just a few minutes of gradual movement can prevent unnecessary strain on your heart and brain. And if you ever feel dizzy when rising, don't ignore it. It's not a quirk, it's a clue. Your body is trying to tell you something. So listen to it and give yourself the soft start your heart needs. In the next section, we will look at another morning habit that seems healthy but may be quietly harming your vascular health. Stay with me because the next insight may surprise you. Mistake 2. drinking coffee before water. Mistake 3, skipping breakfast. Let's talk about your first drink of the day. For millions of Americans, it's coffee. And while moderate coffee intake can have some health benefits, drinking it before you hydrate with water is a big mistake, especially for seniors. Here is why. After 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up mildly dehydrated, and dehydration thickens, your blood reduces circulation and increases the workload on your heart. When you go straight to caffeine, which is a diuretic, you are pulling more fluid out of your system. That can increase the risk of irregular heartbeats, morning confusion, and poor oxygen delivery to the brain. Not to mention the strain on your kidneys. I recommend starting each day with at least 8 ounces of room temperature water before your coffee. This rehydrates your bloodstream, jumpstarts metabolism, and protects your cardiovascular system from unnecessary stress. Now let's move to the next silent culprit. Skipping breakfast. Some people do it to control weight or because they're not hungry. But for older adults, this can be a mistake with real consequences. When you skip breakfast, your blood sugar can drop too low, leading to fatigue, dizziness, and confusion. More importantly, it places added stress on your adrenal glands and heart. The brain needs glucose in the morning to function well. So does your heart. Skipping breakfast has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and even insulin resistance. It also increases your chances of overeating later in the day, which can lead to blood sugar spikes and arterial inflammation. I had a patient, a retired school teacher, who prided herself on skipping breakfast because she thought it was healthier, but she kept experiencing headaches and anxiety around 10 a.m. After reviewing her routine, we added a small, balanced breakfast oatmeal with flaxseed and berries, or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado. Her mood improved. So did her blood pressure readings. The morning is not the time to deprive your heart or brain. It's the time to fuel them. A balanced breakfast with fiber, healthy fat, and a bit of protein can stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and give your body the energy it needs without crashing later. Hydration and nutrition are not optional after 60. They are foundational. In the final part, we will look at the last 2 habits that quietly erode your cardiovascular resilience. They may seem harmless, even productive, but they could be the hidden reason your heart and brain feel more tired each day. Watching or reading the news first thing. Mistake 5, skipping movement in the morning. We live in an age of information overload, and one of the most common morning rituals for seniors is turning on the news or scrolling headlines. While staying informed is important, doing this first thing in the morning can quietly raise stress hormones and inflammation. Here is what happens. When you expose your brain to upsetting or dramatic headlines, especially before your body has fully woken up, your stress response activates. Cortisol spikes, heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, and inflammation markers go up. For those with existing heart conditions or vascular issues, this surge can have real consequences. It is not about ignoring the world. It's about timing. The early hours of the day are when your body is most vulnerable. That's why I recommend postponing news consumption until after you've hydrated, moved, and nourished your body. Create a calm start, not a chaotic one. Use music, gentle light, a walk, or quiet reflection to begin your day. Your heart will thank you. Now let's address one final mistake, skipping morning movement. After a night of stillness, your muscles and blood vessels are stiff. And if you don't move, your blood can pool in the legs, your joints can stay tight, and your brain may struggle to fully wake up. A light morning movement routine, just 5 to 10 minutes, can significantly improve blood flow, boost oxygen to your brain, and lower your blood pressure. It doesn't need to be intense. Walking in place, stretching near the bed, gentle yoga, anything that gets your circulation moving. Think of it as oiling the engine before you drive. I remember one client, a 68-year-old former contractor who complained of brain fog and fatigue all morning. We added 5 minutes of slow arm swings, leg lifts, and breathing exercises to his morning. Within a week, he said he felt sharper and calmer before noon. That's the power of gentle motion. So let's recap. The 5 habits that quietly damage your heart and brain in the morning are jumping out of bed too fast, drinking coffee before water, skipping breakfast, consuming stressful news first thing, and skipping movement. They're common, but that doesn't make them harmless. Now that you know better, you can do better. And small changes, truly small, can lead to big improvements in your daily energy, mental clarity, and heart protection. Remember, every day you wake up is a gift. How you start it shapes how you feel and how long you thrive. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with someone you love. Let's help more seniors protect their heart and brain one good morning at a time.